All right, Locals Only podcast back after a second FFF. Well, first one for 2026.
My pick.
Moose's pick.
Moosey boy.
Let's
Moosey
go.
boy.
Warney. Is it called Warney Wine?
Warney Cellar and Tap.
Warney Cellar and Tap in
Good pick,
Scranton.
Moose.
Thank you.
Very good pick. How'd we end up there, Moose man?
We went through little struggles trying to figure it out.
This is becoming a pattern.
Yes.
You do
when
have bad luck with
when we have 20
picking.
people that say they're gonna go. No,
Pause.
don't.
Pause.
No.
Pause.
I know where this is going.
We didn't have 20 people.
We had 20 because Adam and Krista said yes at first. Zippe and Olivia. So right there, that's 4 more. We had 16. So
Brother.
Okay.
You've just
Yeah.
been moosed.
Okay, hold on. You need to stop talking without the microphone. And number 2, we did not have 20 people.
I just did the math right in front of you.
Okay, and I'm going to debunk it right now. You said, let me know if you guys want to go on 1-2, which is the first Friday of the month, which
Yes.
is when we go, or 1-9,
Yes.
because
Corey
wanted
bullied
to
us into
yes.
this.
And 20 people liked the 1-9 text. That didn't mean they were in for 1-9. My brother and Krista have 2 children. So
You mean
could
they
get a
like
babysitter.
you like the 1-2 text?
I did.
No. 20 people liked 1-2 or 1-9?
1-9.
Oh.
But that didn't mean that 20 people were going. I guess it's fair to kind of maybe assume that.
That was
but
our head count usually.
Yeah.
But yeah, when you're asking what days
Classic.
that
I feel like that as an initial number, that
Classic.
liking the 1-9 text was a fair assumption that 20 people were going.
yes.
I'm
would've-
sorry,
Thank
I just
you.
pulled that away
Thank
too
you.
early. I got to be better about that. But that's somewhat fair. I'm not going to totally discredit you, but like every single month for the last 4 years that we've been doing this, everyone puts this official text of like, we're going here on this day. Let me know how many people are in. Thumbs up this, and I'll call and make a reservation on like Wednesday when the restaurant's open for the week or whatever the case may be. You never did that.
You just assumed.
You just assumed. And you called for 20. And if we're going with 16 people, a table of 4 at a fine dining place like this, we were there for 3 hours. There's a chance they're losing out on 2 tables, which is probably close to
True.
$1,000.
The only thing I will say to defend Moose, he vetted things. Once he at least had a number in his head, he made damn sure to call this place and let them know that we had a final number. He was considerate in that regard, which I was impressed.
How
Moose.
many
That was
times did you have to call?
good? But him and the owner are boys
we
now.
talked on the phone for about 3 separate times.
We also should talk about how we were split into 2 tables of 8. And it was almost perfect that we had 8 girls, 8
yeah.
boys.
Should we hold off on that and so I could talk about where I was planning to go?
Oh,
and
yeah,
then
I'm jumping
Yeah,
ahead.
let's come back to
Okay,
it.
so where were we going to go?
So we were going to do Native up in Honesdale. And after I got the number of 20 people, I called and I started laughing. I'm like, I know this is probably going to be a no, but I figured I will call anyways. We have 20 people. Could we do a reservation? And she started laughing and said, yeah, the biggest group we could do is 10 people, unless you do the private room in the back. So I just assumed that would be a lot more money. So figured that's not going to be a good idea.
I promise I'm not just going to rag on you this whole time. But like,
For everyone watching, this is what Zach does to me every single day.
okay.
This is what Zach does to everybody every single day.
That's who I am. But you just, instead of assuming, just be like, well, how much is it? If she said it's $500, there's 20 of us.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that much.
It
more
wouldn't be
per
that much
person.
money. Like
True.
it couldn't have been that much. But like, I get it. When I called, we went to AV for my last pick, and I think there was like 16 or 18 people. And like, I get it. Like when you're calling, you're like, this is an obscene number of people.
Yeah.
To call. Like you almost feel like not embarrassed.
Sucks. We have so many friends.
But yeah. Dang.
We kind of always are like a private party.
Basically,
like 20
yes.
people's
Yeah.
20 people is kind of ridiculous for a regular dinner reservation.
Yeah, well, when Mark picked Tokyo like a year and a half, 2 years ago, there's a room in the back that has 2 hibachis and like 4 walls. Like it was literally, we were secluded. Were you there for that?
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
you took the panorama.
Yeah.
And like they had 2 hibachi chefs in there. When you picked Barpazzo, we had our own little room.
Private room. Yeah.
It's
True. Yeah. I forgot.
No,
all
and
about
that's
that.
not. I'm not knocking you. I'm just saying, like, kind of piggybacking what Tara said, where it's like, yeah, we kind of make our own private party because there's usually like so many of us.
I didn't realize, and I was at Native, and I just kind of forgot because I think it was probably 2 years ago now. I forgot that it was that small. Like it is pretty tight in there. It's cool. Like it's a very intimate
downtown,
feel.
right?
Yeah, it's
in
like
the
right
downtown.
on the main drag there in Honesdale. And it's so sick in there. We definitely need to circle back there,
Yeah.
whether it's
Well,
Yeah,
in
maybe
the
next
private
time we
room
just
or if
call
we have a
and-
smaller
I do
group
want
or
ask how
something.
much
there.
the private room is.
Yeah. That's
Native, if you're listening,
Native. We'll
reach
be
out.
there.
Tell us how much the private room is.
Yeah, let us know. But it's a sick spot. Honesdale it's a cool little main street there. They have a lot of
Yeah,
cool
they have
stuff.
those. What's that one bar we went to for?
Here and Now
Yeah.
Brewing. They have very good pizza. Yeah, we were there for Christian Cornella's bachelor party. We did like a bus tour, wine crawl, bar crawl deal, and we landed like Here and Now. I think was the last stop on.
Yeah.
Because we went up to New York and like circled back.
That's cool.
And yeah, it was a lot of fun. And yeah, Here and Now was awesome.
It was an interesting night.
Yeah.
They're also known for the greatest Chinese in the world, according to Andrew Branning.
Yeah.
What, the place in Waymart?
No, in Honesdale. It's called Happy Days or Happy Day.
Yeah, that's in Waymart.
That's in Waymart.
That's in Waymart.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It's right.
It's on the way
It's
to
on the Four
Honesdale,
Corners.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He said it at Kelly's Cabin probably 3 or 4 years ago. At this
I
point.
I know,
I
I
drive
remember
past
him
it
saying
all the
that.
time, and I'm like, I just gotta try it.
So Tara had to go to Honesdale. Well, yeah, you had a meeting, and I'm like, Tara, you got to pick up Happy Day for me and Jared on the way home. And I got General Tso's, which I usually always get, and it was good. I'm not saying it wasn't, but it was the most run-of-the-mill,
Just like any other Chinese
place
restaurant.
that. And I texted Brandon, he's like, no, dude, it's maybe like they changed owners. I'm like, I just think it's just normal Chinese food. Like they're not.
Maybe they got a
doing
new
anything special.
new walk like just up. Shout out Nick Tunis.
I was gonna say, I feel like every town has their own version of the best Chinese food. Like
Yeah.
whatever you had growing up is what you think is the best.
Eastern.
Yeah, and you get
Yeah.
used to it. Like Wame was always the spot
Yeah,
for me. Anyway, I shouldn't
was.
say that.
For me, growing up, it was King's Walk in Peckville by
Kings Walk
by
was
Quinn's.
good too. Yeah,
But I've told Tara this before. I'm never gonna open a restaurant, obviously. But I feel like if I ever open a restaurant, my tagline would be nostalgia adds flavor, because I think like you talk to somebody, like talk to an Italian family, like, oh, dude, my chicken cutlets are the best. Like
Yeah.
I grew up, like my mom makes the best this, and it's like nostalgia literally adds flavor
Yeah.
to meals, where like you just think it's better, and that's the same thing with the Chinese. Like you grew up eating it, so you think it's the best.
yeah, and you tie it to like certain times in your life. Where it was like Friday nights during football season or whatever.
Yeah,
or,
right,
Like
right.
It's that's definitely a thing.
Hot dogs and SpaghettiOs.
I never had
Up
that.
to my dad.
Never had that.
Oh, dude, Tara growing up would legitimately like her dad would just cut hot dogs.
Everything had a hot dog in it.
Really? Yes. I don't think
Scrambled
I ever
eggs.
heard about this.
Mac and cheese, SpaghettiOs.
Just a little extra.
We had
Everything.
we had a
extra
hot dog
protein.
surprise. That was our big thing.
I need to know more.
What was that?
It's a
So
surprise.
it's-
What was the surprise?
It's just ground meat with baked beans and chopped up hot dogs, and you just put a little mustard in it.
Honestly, would absolutely rip.
Yeah.
It's awesome, and you can eat it with crackers, or you can just eat it on its
So
own.
I was actually thinking like on a piece of toast. So like crackers.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
They
like,
put
so-
so
mustard
that
on
was
it?
the thing that we always had when we
I don't like
went up
mustard,
to,
but you put mustard on it.
but you
Some
mix, you
people-
mix it in.
Oh, I'll
so
mix
it
it
just
in.
adds that
What
little
about
extra.
some like chopped raw onion on there? Like
Yeah,
white
that's-
onion on that would be nice.
Never done it, but I'm sure that's gonna be
Quickly
that'll be-
turns into a chili dog.
Okay, so that's what I was just gonna say. Can I do a quick little aside
Oh,
here?
Yeah, I know where you're going.
Dress your perfect hot dog. I love asking people this question.
It's not where I thought you were going.
So
but
it will
I'm fine with
be
it.
ketchup, spicy mustard, and relish.
Okay, that's standard. Yeah, I think that's standard, but a really good answer.
I hate mustard.
I don't like it either.
I want to like spicy brown, and so like it feels right, but I am just ketchup and relish. There's a lot of times I will only eat a ketchup or a hot dog just because I want relish.
Yeah, that's
Just
fair.
it's just a
Yeah.
vehicle for relish for me.
Tara?
Meat
You
missile.
could just eat relish.
Yeah.
Could, but
Wait, relish is just pickles, right?
Yes. Yes.
I
chopped
never
up
tried
pickles.
it on a hot dog.
Oh,
is it?
very
Is there
good.
onions in it too,
No.
or is it purely just
I,
pickles?
it's just pickle juice and pickles that are just really fine.
My perfect hot dog would be chili, white onion, mustard, yellow mustard.
So mine is the same. Mine is the mustard. I like a cheese sauce. Like yellow cheese sauce.
Kimmy K. Zach's mom makes a really good chili and cheese sauce for a hot dog.
Do you wrap it in tinfoil?
Wiener sauce. What?
You wrap it in tinfoil?
No, not a hot dog. Or not that. No. But you got to give me credit.
That's
It's the way to do it.
for a breakfast sandwich. Yes.
All sandwiches. Like, think if you were making like a hoagie for dinner, like a chicken bacon ranch. Like, it's so like loose and falls apart when you eat it. If you wrap it, A, you marry the ingredients together, and B, when you open it, think if you order it at a restaurant and it's wrapped and you open it, it's all like tight and like you're able to eat it better.
There's something to that for sure.
Yeah. So I always just wrap it and put it in the oven, like 350, and it's not even preheated. I just turn the oven on, throw it in there for like 3-4 minutes so it like kind of warms a little bit. It's great.
Do you guys ever have Moose, I don't know if you guys would have ever been there, but I worked at Dino's in high school, and their Texas wiener sauce, or Texas, like for a cheeseburger, dude, some of the best. Have you ever have it or not?
No. I've only been to Dino's like twice, and it was for breakfast like the whole time. So
his mom made it, and it was like fantastic. Like, people would come in there just for that. It was like a low key thing. Like, it wasn't like well known, but like the people who knew, they would like specifically come in the afternoon just for a Texas cheeseburger, or a chili dog.
Texas burger.
They're so good. I used to at the end of my shift, I would get a Texas cheeseburger like way too often, or their chicken cheese.
In high school, that's allowed.
Yeah. I feel like you could eat anything
Yeah.
back then. It didn't matter.
Did you ever have a Texas wiener from Caruana in Carbondale?
Yes.
That's good.
Because a lot of the time,
I'm not sure they're
growing up,
still open.
I don't know if they are.
Never even heard of it.
Growing up, like Jesse and Pat's mom, Chris Trickolo, like babysat me or whatever. So they were my neighbors growing up, and she's from Carbondale. So like whether like she had to run to her parents' house or whatever, like I was always
And their
with them.
business is up there too, I think, right?
Yeah, their business is up there as well. Trickolo Food Service, and so like I got like exposed to the Carbondale like holes in the wall very early, and it was
my
good
dad
stuff.
grew up in Carbondale, but growing up my nana like lived up in Carbondale, so we would go there, or if my dad had to go like help my nana with something, he would come home with it, so we had it quite a bit.
Oh wait, am I confusing it now? So I definitely remember Mick and Nick's.
That's my great uncle's place.
Really?
Yeah.
No, where's that?
So
That's right
it's like right by the sheets
Sheets,
now,
yeah.
like on the other side of that, where you would like the on-ramp to get on the highway there. I think it's like a garden place now or something. It was literally.
That's where the Wawa's going.
Is it going?
They're trying
I don't
to
know.
do it, yeah.
I heard it was
That's my,
proposed.
yeah.
But it was literally just like a cinder block wall building. Like, it was rough on the outside and rough on the inside, but the food was banging.
Yeah,
Mick and
that's
Nick's.
Usually how those places go.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my great uncle.
you're not good at
Yeah.
this.
You keep hogging it.
Take it.
I know. I feel bad.
Moose and I should have shared the mic. He'd be nicer to me.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
All right.
Should we
So
get back on topic?
back to the Warney. So,
So
it was
I'm
a
just-
it was a recommendation from a coworker, right?
Yes. So, me and my coworker Brad, he told me a couple weeks before that him and his fiance went there, and he said it was very good. So I was like, okay, like I never heard of it, and I'm like, it's a new place, let's give it a try.
I know. I feel like as soon as you threw it in the group chat, everyone's like, "Oh,
Yeah,
like,
I
I've
think
been waiting." to
Tara
try this
said,
place."
yeah.
My coworker had also just recommended it, and they were giving it rave reviews
Yeah.
that the food was like a little unique and delicious, and
Yeah,
that
that's what
the
he said. He said
atmosphere
the
was
menu
really cool.
So small. I think he said what? I think even when we were there, the entrees only had like 6 things to choose from.
Yeah.
I kind of like that.
Yeah,
I
me
like it
too.
too.
Like, I'd rather 6 great
A
things.
large
than
think I was
menu
telling
is
Zach-
so overwhelming.
I think I was telling Zach this. Like, it forces you to try something new.
Yeah.
sometimes.
And I like that
When,
concept.
yeah,
in
especially
in
when the place
restaurant.
is good. Like, you're not
Yeah.
going to be
Like-
disappointed trying something new.
It's not like you go up to Frank's and you have to read a book and try to figure out what you're gonna.
But Frank's is awesome.
Everything
Frank's is
I've-
great.
It's a
everything
nice
I've-
change up.
yeah.
But-
Yeah.
Everything I've ever had at Frank's is so delicious, but
Rice
I have to
pudding.
kind of be in the mood for something specific to go there because the menu gives my
Yes.
brain total
It's
overload.
it's incredible how good of a job they do at doing that many things well.
Yes, I
like it's
agree.
hard. That's
I agree.
hard to achieve.
Yeah,
And then you end the night with rice pudding. So I just want to throw that out there.
of course.
You've turned me on to the
I don't-
rice pudding.
so-
I don't end any night with rice pudding.
It is exceptional rice pudding.
Do they have raisins in their rice pudding?
No,
Do you put raisins in
no.
yours?
So yeah, at the Warney. So my parents actually went there. So same thing. Like I feel like there was 4 or 5 different people. Like, hell yeah, like this is a great. Like, not oddball pick, but like nobody was expecting it. And we went in, and there was 16 of us. Or you should go back to the table situation. We ended up.
Well,
go ahead.
No, just before we go in, I just wanted to say, like, I know we mentioned it when we were leaving, but when Tara and I were walking in, it's just like down this alley. It's like a beautiful like brick alley with like hanging string lights, and it just was. It didn't feel like you were in Scranton.
Yeah.
So like just kind of picturing that before we go in, before we get into that, it was just so awesome.
The place reminds me of kind of like a New York style.
Yeah.
like,
So I said to Tara, reminded me like being in Philly. So like like a big city.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then when I first walked in, there was a guy playing a violin.
Yeah.
And Pryle's there sitting
love
at the bar.
strings.
So it was just.
Yeah.
And
it used to be a Dezo, right? The coffee shop.
Yeah.
I have
And
no
then
idea.
before that, growing up, it was this 2-floor store called Outrageous, and it had like funky accessories and clothes and things. And I can always remember going with Tara and Eileen Casey to shop there, and it was like the coolest place ever. And I don't think I was in there since, probably. But we had 16 people.
Yes.
They had to split us into 2 tables of 8.
Mm-hmm.
We were like, this is perfect. As the girls were filing in and the boys were filing in, we were like looking to be perfectly split. And then everybody's there except for the Trentleys. And there's 2 seats left at the girls' table. So poor Eric had to sit with the girls and tried to sit with the boys.
Tried, yes, he did.
But just with the layout for the wait staff to be able to serve the table, that wasn't cool.
He got
so
yelled
he
at
got
5
yelled
seconds
at.
into doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a
would've
good
been
sport,
tough.
though. If anyone to have to sit with the girls, that makes sense.
He was a good sport.
He looked like he was thriving over there.
I think he learned a lot.
for the first like third, I was like, damn, I feel bad. And then like once I think we started getting our appetizers, and you guys started mingling a little bit more, and like he was getting, and like next thing you know, it looks like he's holding court over there. He was like a comedian, and
He probably heard something
all eyes
he
were
wish
on
he
him.
didn't, but I think it worked out fine.
He worked out.
So it's funny that I know me and you talked about it too, but specifically for that restaurant, I didn't know it was going to be set up this way. But us with having Ezra now, it's like either her mom or my mom and dad will usually watch him. So they usually show up, but then we kind of lose track of time because we're like getting them ready for bed and like setting everything up. And then we get there, and let's say it's a 7:00 reservation. We show up at like 6:58 and everyone's already there. So we're just stuck at the end of the table.
Yeah.
So when I texted my mom, she was like, "Oh yeah, Tara said 6:30." I'm like, "Can you come at like 6:15 because I know we won't leave at 6:30. We're gonna like talk and all that stuff and leave." So we got there at like 6:47, let's say. And luckily, if we didn't bring that up, there's a chance that I would have to be at the girls' table. So it like worked out where you get to pick your seat, which is important when there's that many people because you want to be in the middle because you don't want to just if you're all the way at the end, there's 16 people. It's
tough.
out the other end. I'm not talking to you the whole
I know.
dinner. So
I know.
I was there a half hour early. And Pryor was there
You guys
45 minutes early.
You guys were getting wind up.
That's true. The wine was very good.
I was just going to say that if Zach and I were the last to arrive, Zach would not have been as good of a sport as Ricky was.
Oh no.
No,
he
he
would have
would.
been
No,
crying.
yeah.
I wouldn't have been happy about it, but I think that's a little discrediting. I would have been fine.
It would have worked
It
itself
would have
out.
been fine, but we would have heard about it.
Oh, we definitely would have heard about it.
For sure, without question.
You would have heard about it more. Like we're 15 minutes early every time for every FFF.
And we never really had like a bad experience or anything, but you would definitely are more aware of wanting to get there early.
It does.
Now we're saying this out loud. Now everyone's going to start showing up early, and then we're going to have to really show up early.
I know. It does stink. Like, so again, it's a blessing and a curse to have this many friends. But like when you are at the end of the table, you get pigeonholed to like talking to those like 3 people right in your thing, and like that's why like for like everything, like even with our house like build and everything, I'm like I want round tables wherever I could. And obviously you're never gonna have a 20-person round table, but like it makes for better conversation. Even if it's 8.
Wow.
They have one in the Traders.
They do. Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
at the round table. Yeah.
It's like,
It's a huge table. It's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's I don't know, round tables
And
for conversing
You do
over
woodwork.
meals.
You
is the
could
best.
build your own table.
It would take. That's the crazy thing. Like to make a
big
round
slab
table,
of wood.
it's
I don't even
huge.
think you'd
Hey.
have to.
You have nothing but time.
Yeah,
yeah, you're not busy at all.
yeah.
Hey, little half hour here, hour there.
But going back to since we had to split, it was girls and guys, and the guys were talking about that the girls just cannot handle ordering appetizers without. I'm
without
gonna sound
Zach.
like I'm patting myself on the
Yeah.
back here, but like they've designated me as like
the apps guy.
Yeah, I'm the Zappetizer, but like, which I don't want. It's so stressful trying to coordinate for everyone. I should just like pick what I want, but I know some people might not like certain things and all that stuff. Where we managed it at our end of the table, like a lot of us got our own apps as well, but we got them for the table. We did crush it. But the girls only got their own apps. They didn't get any table apps.
Speak for yourself, though. We'd wanted our own things. There was nothing shareable that we really wanted.
But
we all either got French onion soup or a Caesar salad.
So did we, and we also got the salmon rillette and the lonza and the cheese.
You guys are bigger than us. We didn't.
Whoa.
You should go into a quick app review at the boys' table though, because you guys missed out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely did.
Still review for the girls too, because you guys got what we got as well.
True. Well, no. We'll leave what you got to you, and we'll talk about. Yeah, we'll cover the stuff we got.
Yeah. So the one must order. I did want to get the chicken liver mousse, but Moosey.
Not me. There was.
But it's chicken liver. That might scare some people off, and we decided against it. But we got the so they have apps, but then they also had a section, I think it was like categorized like snacks. It was like nuts, pretzels, cheese.
Yeah, it was almost like make your own charcuterie board.
Yes.
In a sense.
Yeah. So we got 2 orders of lonza and 2 orders of cheese, and the cheese came with like almonds. And like a little jelly
jam.
spread,
Yeah,
right?
it was like a blackberry
jam.
Something
Jam,
like that, yeah. The lonza was outstanding.
It was very good.
So good. And I think it was like sharp prove and parm, I want to say. Or maybe there wasn't
I don't
prove.
know. I
It
think
might have
it
just
was
been
So
parm.
so good that it might have been just Lonza.
Could have been.
Could have been.
Shout out the boys. And then we got a salmon rillette, which is a combination of like poached salmon and smoked salmon. Kind of like picture like a tuna salad in a way. It's like in kind of just dressed in like a fat. They use creme fraiche, not mayo, and then like herbs and like a little lemon juice.
I will say I'm not a huge salmon guy, but that was phenomenal.
That was Mark said it. I stand with Mark. It was probably top 3 foods I've eaten in the last like 3 to 5 years.
Yes.
And like you spread it on toast. It was outstanding.
And the toast was like had olive oil and all that on it, didn't it?
Yeah.
And it's a perfect app, like, because it's so rich that as a shareable, like if you go there, I would recommend it if you're with a group of like 4, because like 1 or 2 tastes of it is rich for an appetizer. Like it will fill you up. Like salmon is obviously like fatty to start, and then it's in with the olive oil. But like 1 or 2 bites of it, it was so.
Were they
good.
like little toasts?
Yeah,
like little crostinis type
okay.
deals.
Damn, should have tried.
And we
it.
honestly didn't even know what it was. We had to look it up before we ordered it, and I'm glad we did. It was so.
That's
good.
kind of everything. I feel like the girls were all googling like what. Can't think of an example.
Yeah.
I'd have to look at the menu. But
So that's
like,
what
what was this?
That's what I was gonna say. Like, just taking a step back. Like, so the atmosphere at this place, like, I feel like it was such a good change up because like so many places have become like a little bit more casual and like it's just the way that things are going, where this place, not that you had to get like dressed to the nines, but it's to me it's nice to like dress up as a group, go out, and like everybody there was like, like taking care of themselves, and it was a nicer not experience,
They
but
had like
nicer atmosphere than like a
Going
fast
to a
casual
like
place.
going to a
I would
Texas
even
Roadhouse
say-
type thing.
right
the designer in me, like their plateware, their silverware, like all of their.
Well, how about
it was very well
The
thought
bottled
out.
water was glass. That
Yeah, everything like their water glasses.
Mark thought that they were just getting new glasses every single time.
Yeah, it looked like
They
a
were-
special kind of glass,
were
almost
very-
like a
like
go
a
ahead.
carafe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like a milk jug, I think.
Yeah,
Like an
it was.
vintage
Yeah,
milk jug.
definitely a ton of thought and care went into the entire dining experience there. Like even as much as we're kidding around about Eric sitting at the boys' table, like they're like, no, like this is gonna ruin your dining experience if you're
Yes.
sitting here.
If you're too
so like let us do
crammed,
what we do best, sit
Yeah.
with the girls and like deal with it.
And the waitstaff was super like observant. They every time you put your fork down and like they knew you were waiting on your next course, they were taking that away, giving you a fresh one. Like they were super
Well, the
nice.
guy that came over and started talking to me, he goes, "Who's the one I was talking on the phone?"
Yeah.
And somehow he knows my brother. So
Yeah, he's from the valley.
They're from Peckville, yeah.
Yeah. So we were talking about that, but that's the guy who I was on the phone. So we were on the phone
times.
3 times, and he was just very helpful. Just he's like, with this big amount of people, like, do you want to do your apps first? So then by the time you guys get there, we could already have everything almost ready just so we're not there for a long time.
Yeah, he was,
I
like,
thought he was very helpful with
super
that.
concerned about like our experience there with the
Yeah.
big group, and obviously like that might help manage their workload as well. But like he came over, he was like making sure like everything was okay with the like they really care. So he was, I don't know if he's part owner or whatever, and then his sister's the chef.
Yeah,
So downstairs is the wine bar part of it, and that's probably where the coffee shop was. And I don't know what was upstairs when it was a Dezo, but the full dining experience was on the second floor. So like the whole night too, they're running up and down those stairs.
I was saying that afterwards.
because the
Those
kitchen's
workers
downstairs.
have to be
I-
in good shape.
Yeah.
Also, just the sheer anxiety I would have having to carry a platter of
Oh,
drinks
my
or
God.
food up those stairs
Yeah.
or down the stairs.
This is a quick aside, but when we were on our honeymoon in Croatia, the last night we went to a Michelin star restaurant. And do you remember where the kitchen was? Like, we went in this, they had this huge, the kitchen when you walk in, and then there's this huge, like, dining area, and then you walk up, like, spiral steps, and then there was, like, around these old buildings, there was all tables, which where we sat at. It was probably, like, a 3-minute walk, and, like, that's where the kitchen was.
It's crazy.
3 minutes away at a Michelin star restaurant. Like, they're just nonstop moving. That's, my brain just went there, but...
Well, I feel like we almost have to like attach a photo here because it was in the walls of Croatia, like in Dubrovnik. Yeah. So like I don't know, it was crazy. Like even the walk to the bathroom I felt like was kind of far, and that was probably closer than the kitchen.
We had a similar experience. We were on the Amalfi Coast for our honeymoon, and on the last night, like we kind of I definitely like didn't hold back when we were out there, but like the most expensive restaurant that we went to was like our last night there, and it was like literally built into the mountainside. So
it's
like
so cool.
Very similar thing. Yeah, the walk to the bathroom was like 3 minutes, and like the waitstaff was running like crazy, super far. But then like they did have like one little area up top where like I don't know if it was the head chef or like whatever, he was making things live, so you could watch him. And I would say like maybe 25% of the food was getting prepared there, like certain aspects of what they were serving, and then the rest, like the kitchen was very far because the waitstaff was running like crazy. But it was super cool. I'll try and pull some photos, but the actual restaurant was literally like carved into the mountainside, like the cliffside, like adjacent to the water, and then like you're overlooking the actual water itself and the beach, and then like your view, and I definitely have a picture of this, is just like that, like the classic like Amalfi Coast like lit up cliffside.
Awesome.
It was so cool. It was almost like, it was funny though when we were there, and I'm sure it's like just like the general like Mediterranean European feel, but it almost felt like a Greek inspired like restaurant when we were there, but it was Italian food. It was funny, but it was so good.
Yeah, I could have been there, but COVID happened.
Yeah,
Fuck COVID.
We were supposed to
I'm gonna say on their honeymoon.
I did too.
No,
FaceTime him in.
me and Court we planned a trip to Italy, and
Yeah, we were supposed to go to Gubbio for
Ubaldo.
Ubaldo in
And COVID
2020.
happened.
Yeah, so we missed it by like 2 months too, because it was like March when it happened, and we were booked to
And
go
it was
for
literally
May.
like on the news, Italy. It was like the worst pandemic in Italy at the time. So
Yeah, I do. Like Italy kind of happened right before. Like I feel like it was stronger there than even before it in the
'cause-
U.S.
Well, Italy has a lot more older people. That's why it was.
Well, from China, yeah, whatever.
Besides the point.
Unfortunate. We'll get back.
I could have been there.
Yeah,
You could still go. Go in May.
we should reschedule. I don't know.
I've
Moose is committed to the golf trip now in March,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
And then I have another golf trip that I have to figure out. So.
Humble brag.
yeah, no big deal.
Big golf guy here. Shot an 84 last year.
no big deal.
He's for everyone listening, get in Moose's DMs and tell him to accept the match. He just talks shit on me all the time.
Well, Zach cheats.
There we go. And I said, Moose, I will play you for $1,000. You get a stroke and a half a hole. That's 27 strokes. I will give it to you. $1,000 a match play. I want to do it, and he just won't accept.
Because I'm not good enough yet.
For 27 strokes.
I still don't think it's good enough.
All right. Well, maybe.
I always shot twice in the 80s, and I think that was just because I
was
golfed
yeah.
for 6 straight days in a row.
If you guys do that bet, I will video the whole thing and make a full
That'd be
YouTube
fun,
video
yeah.
out of it. I would love to do that.
I would definitely do a bet, but not for $1,000.
do 500.
$100.
No, that's not enough.
I come and just ride in the cart.
Yeah.
I'll videotape
Yeah,
on another camera. For
We
us.
could do something like
BTS.
that.
do 500.
No.
Wait, it's a fair. That's a fair bet.
It cannot be 2 strokes a hole. I wouldn't win.
that's
That's impossible.
My range is 84 to 120.
You got to bet on yourself, brother.
Zach shoots in the low 80s every single time.
If not better, yeah.
So I
Yeah.
feel like you're more of a 70s guy, right? You want to be lower?
Yeah, his handicap.
want to be
You
lower.
were in this. Your handicap this year was what?
5.8.
No big deal.
Yeah, no big deal. Yeah.
I mean,
Zach, we had a baby, and Zach golfed more than he's ever golfed in his whole life.
it created structure. You
Shout
gotta
out my
build it
wife.
in.
She lets me golf. I don't know. Yeah.
Legend in the game in the wife
Zippy,
game.
are you hearing this?
Olivia Zippe mostly.
Golf a
2
lot.
is much different
I
than
was
1.
just gonna say, not a fair comparison.
Yeah.
Got to give Olivia more credit there.
All right, back to
Warney.
Yeah. I do have the menu up. I don't know if we want to talk about like
Well, I was gonna start up with the
The appetizers?
the salad part.
Yes. The Caesar salad. We
Yes.
do need to talk about this. I didn't get the Caesar salad. But
I
the
got the
boys'
Caesar
table
salad.
was instructed. They were kind of like full leaves of, is it romaine?
Romania.
Yeah.
Romaine lettuce. They had a little dressing on each one, but there were some croutons and cheese on the plate.
Yeah.
Not every single lettuce leaf was dressed fully with crouton and cheese. So apparently the boys were instructed to pick them up like a taco and eat them
Yes.
like a lettuce wrap.
Yes.
The girls
Kinda
were not
like
instructed to do that. So we were all
Chopping
cutting
it
it
up.
up with our knife and fork and eating it that way. It's just your word versus ours. Like you think you were right, we think we were right.
Yeah.
Because we weren't instructed, but I think they told you that, and then we're laughing
it-
at you
So
in the
did it
corner, like,
taste
look at
right?
these idiots using their
So-
hands.
When he dropped the plate off, and I'm looking at it because I'm like, okay, I've seen this before. Then you just cut it yourself, and
Like a wedge
mix it.
salad.
Yeah, and then I'm grab my fork and knife. I'm getting ready to cut it, and the guy just goes, "No, use your hands." I'm like, I look up at him, and I'm like, what?
But to paint a better picture, and I'm not saying that you guys were wrong in not thinking that if they didn't say it, but it's not like, don't picture the lettuce as like dressed in Caesar. It was
Just one
it
little
was
line.
the romaine heart with like a line. No, it was just like a thick line of Caesar in the middle. So like your hands were clean if you picked up.
Yeah.
I think with it presented like that, with the croutons and the parm on the side,
Staggered,
Yes.
like, placed on top of each other.
I think I would have had the wherewithal to know that you're supposed to pick it up and eat it.
You're so smart.
Yeah, he's a fancy
course
guy
he-
over here.
of course he would have known.
Okay.
But I will say, it was a cool experience. Like
It was different.
you typically don't eat salad with your hands. So
Yeah.
I will stand by this. I think in many cases, I say this all the time, even to Chris when we make steak at the house. It's primal. I believe in my heart of hearts, steaks are meant to be eaten with your hands, like similar to ribs
Just taking
or
a
a
big
cheeseburger.
But
or
it's like
anything.
baby-led
Yes.
weaning when they give a baby a big chunk of steak.
It just feels better. Like at the very end, sometimes if it's a bone-in steak and you want to get that meat that's attached to the bone, it's a lot of flavor in there.
I did want to do that.
It hits different. Those last couple bites, eating it with your hand, it feels right. It's primal in me. I don't know.
I did want to do that with the pork chop because the pork chop came
Bone in.
bone in.
Those
And
things were massive.
It was the thickest pork chop I ever seen in my life.
Ass boy.
And
Krista ordered that. She sat next to me.
the sauce, the apple glaze, whatever it was.
Apple
Yeah,
butter,
it was
something like that.
I believe it was an apple butter.
Yeah.
So yeah,
It
do we
was
want to get
phenomenal.
into? Do we want to get into the dinners then?
Let's get into it.
Oh,
Didn't finish the appetizer.
Oh, I'm
Oh,
sorry.
yeah.
The French onion soup was bomb.
It
That's
looked.
what I got.
Yeah.
I will say Corey's soup looked phenomenal.
I
but
know.
He did say it was a little heavy.
No, it was so good.
It was a special, correct?
Yeah,
cheese.
it was a tomato bisque, something along those lines, and it came with two little, like similar to the crostinis that we were saying for the salmon. How you say it?
Rillette.
They were like two little grilled cheeses on the
I should've got
edge
that.
of the tomato bisque bowl. And it was phenomenal. It was heavy, but that's always going to be
Yeah,
heavy
yeah.
because there's heavy cream in it. The
My
French
favorite
onion
ingredient.
looks so good. Like I would literally rate that soup that I got like a 9.5 out of 10. The French onion just looks so good. I'm like, damn, I should have got
But like
that.
how they even presented it, the guy comes over with like a tea kettle and
Yeah.
like, just
Yeah.
starts pouring the soup
In the bowl,
in
yeah.
the bowl with the grilled cheese already in it.
Yeah.
Like it was a
The entire experience was elevated.
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
known. Like if you look it up on Google, it would say like it wouldn't say Italian or like it says fine dining because
Yeah.
it's just a fine dining restaurant. The French onion soup was one of the best I've ever had. It because like you're not going to fine dining all the time, and if you get French onion at a place that isn't like that, like it's so brothy, I feel like, and like you're just eating spoonfuls of broth, like you might get some like onion in there. This was like a onion jam almost, like with a little bit of broth. It was,
I have to go back.
yeah, like so caramelized. It was like so dark. It was so, and like the cheese was perfectly melted with that perfect broil on it, which is important. It can't be like, you need to have like the brown burnt parts on it. And
Only had French onion soup once ever.
Really?
do you like onions?
That was what's the one?
Camelot.
Camelot.
We all got French onion
Yes.
soup that night, and that
was my
French
first one
onion is
ever.
also very, very good.
They're known for their French onion.
super
They're
good.
in Alexander's.
I haven't been to
People-
Alexander's
people
in
will
so
ride
long,
for
but
Alexander's
Alexander's
French
has
onion.
really good food. Their Manhattan
been there
clam
in
chowder
years.
is one of my favorites.
Speaking of French onion, I actually just saw on Facebook so there was like a whole Facebook group. It was not like a parody at all. It was, but like they definitely had a lot of fun with it. Like only reviewing French onion soups in like I don't know, this area. Let's say Carbondale to Wilkes-Barre or whatever. And they're doing like a tournament style thing now where you could go to all these places and try it. It's like almost like a pizza bracket, like a March Madness style bracket they do it with pizza around here a lot, but they're doing a French onion one now. And yeah, like Alexander's is on there. I'm like, oh, no, I wonder if Warney's got
Warney should be added if they're not on there.
They should. It was truly outstanding. It was
gonna go
so
back.
It looks
good.
just
it was
for
so
that.
good.
But how long have they been open? Does
Not very
anyone
long.
know?
So, it's the Gallardi family, I believe, and they're from Peckville. And so my parents were telling me, I don't know if this brother and sister who are running Warney now, I think their parents owned and were running Camelot here in Dixon City, but before that, they had the Allure room, which was like, and I think there was a few Allure rooms, but there was one in Peckville that was like a staple. Like honestly, probably close, like even when we were like in our early teens.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think I went when I was in high school with my family.
Oh, yeah.
So like, yeah,
Yeah, but like anyway, they've been in the restaurant business a long time. But yeah, I think the Warney's only been open like less than a year, I would say.
It's somewhat recent. Was the Allure room across from AJ's?
Yeah.
We were just talking about that with your family because we went to, that was La
Chingadinga.
Chingada.
Yeah. Well,
Chingadinga.
it's been 5 things since.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of cursed now.
yeah. I feel like the area just knows that's like the building that just unfortunately never really succeeds with restaurants. The lower room was probably the longest.
Yes.
And that was probably there for
and it was like
20
Peckville
years.
Burger Bar or something like that.
there.
Vino
Oh,
Rosso.
I forgot about that.
Chingada. Is something there now?
Now it is like a meatball shop. Or
I
something.
have
I
no
don't
idea,
even
to
know.
be honest.
I looked it up the other day and I couldn't find it, but I've heard from a couple people that it's like, so I'm sure it'll be like Italian meatballs, like obviously in like a red sauce, and like Swedish meatballs, and like, so I think it's like a meatball bar type deal where you kind of just go and order different types of like meatball dishes, which
Be neat.
right up
I
Mark
would do
Molesky's
it.
alley. He's,
Meatball boy.
yeah.
Well,
What?
the types of like him and food is just
So that's probably for the FFF that we do. Probably the best bit going is Mark Molesky just like grew up not eating.
never had a
like-
peanut butter and jelly sandwich growing up.
Yeah, like-
which is a lie.
Recently
It's a
just
lie.
ate strawberries, like all these things.
Yeah.
But Mark's dad, I'm friends with on Snapchat, and they're cooking like some good meals over there
Yeah.
in the Molesky house. So it's not
But-
like he wasn't offered them.
Right.
I
It's
think
a
we
Mark
just need
problem.
To preface.
Yeah.
It's definitely a
It's
Mark
not his
problem.
family. It's,
Oh yeah,
it's
Mark
a Mark
is,
thing.
Mark is fried food all the way. Like chicken. Like we would go to restaurants when we were like college, after college, mid-20s, and Mark's like chicken fingers and fries, like all the time.
He would pick
mozzarella sticks.
KFC over anything.
Yeah,
I will give him credit though. He's been trying
He
a
is.
ton. Like he's open to the new experience. What was was
That's
it?
what I was gonna say at Frank's.
No,
No,
or
something recent. And
Something recent. He loved it.
Oh, lobster roll. I don't know if that's what it. But when they were in
There's been
Philly,
so many. It's-
at
Yeah.
Colin and Kirsten's, I don't know, was it at the rehearsal party maybe? They or a restaurant before that. I don't really know. But they had lobster. He had a lobster roll, and he had never had one, and he loved it. He had never even had lobster.
Jesus.
But do you remember at Frank's?
No,
We
what was
probably
that?
went to FFF. It was Kelly's pick, probably about a year ago.
that's
no, it was in the
longer.
summer because it was
Yeah,
warm.
we
up,
were
so we sat
outside.
We got the seared ahi tuna with like the soy glaze
Yes.
and like all that. And
That's
Mark's never
what-
had it
that's
before,
what
and
it
Mark
was.
ate it, and like his eyes like lit up. He's like, "This is like the best thing I've ever
Yeah.
had."
That was
So,
my
like,
double tuna tip.
Yeah, it was. You got tuna tacos, right? The
Yeah.
seared ahi tuna tacos. But yeah, like one of my favorite things is watching Mark try something that I know he's gonna love because it's delicious, and just like beaming when he like.
Oh yeah.
Egg rolls. He just started eating egg rolls like 2 years ago, and
then
he's like,
obsessed.
they're like the most. He's like, they're the most flavorful things I've ever eaten in my life.
Like what were you waiting for?
Yeah.
Every new thing that Mark encounters is the best and his new favorite thing,
He gets
which I
wound
do
up
love.
about it.
But
It's
poor
hilarious.
Liz, we need to shout out his wife because she always is trying to like make or like have something, and if he doesn't try it, and then he goes with the boys and he'll try it and be like, Liz, you gotta try this. Eggplant. Liz loves eggplant. Always loved eggplant. Mark wouldn't eat it. Mark tried it with Adam. Liz, you gotta try eggplant. It's the best.
I will say when Adam made it, it was phenomenal.
Yeah, Adam is a very good
It
cook
was
as well.
very good.
He
Still
made it,
trying to get that recipe. Still never got it.
so well. Okay, so Adam, that was Adam's Sunday meal. We talked about it on the Red Miso podcast, where like the cooking every Sunday at Kelly's like during football season, and this was like 2 years ago. Adam made eggplant parm, and like Tara said, Mark's never had it, and he was again beaming like one of the best things I've ever eaten in my life.
very good.
For the last 2 years, Moose would text me like sporadically and be like, "Send me your eggplant parm recipe." I'm like, Moose, I don't have one.
It's his brother.
It's Adam's. I said, text him. He goes, no, you do. You just won't give it to me. I'm like, no, why would I not give it to you?
Because
I would give it to you. Like Adam, I still don't have like a locked in like Sunday sauce recipe. Like, on the stove, 8 hours, like with like bone marrow or like whatever, like all these types of meat in it to like let it go. Like I don't have that. I make like a weekday sauce with just like tomatoes and olive oil and basil and all that stuff. And it's delicious. But Adam's eggplant parm is much better than mine because he has that sauce, like the
Sunday
veal
sauce.
bones and all that stuff that he puts in it, like with the meatballs, like cooking in it and all that stuff. So
Is there a better smell on earth?
no,
And like it could be, it's 9 o'clock in the morning, and like whether it was your mom growing up or your grandpa,
Yeah.
like it smells there. I mean, there's not a better smell.
and you
on earth.
gotta buy a fresh loaf of Italian bread. You're gonna slice Italian bread and eat it with it, but you gotta buy like an extra one because throughout the day you just gotta rip a piece off and you just gotta go dunk in that sauce. and
quality
eat it.
control.
Oh,
You got to
yeah.
make sure
it's the best.
tasting right.
I was just gonna say Adam makes a mean meatball, and during COVID he gave the recipe to my mom and I, and my mom still makes them. She'll be like, I made Adam's meatballs last night, but in the recipe there is a step that says to put the meatballs in the sauce so they become BFFs. And you could hear Adam
hilarious.
saying it.
Yeah, for sure.
who's a better cook, Zach or Adam?
Well, that's a very unfair question because Zach cooks for me every single day. So of course I'm gonna say Zach.
Yeah, you. Get,
I will
you
say Zach
literally
does dabble.
biting the hand that feeds you.
Yeah.
Don't.
Could not. And he makes all my favorite things. Yeah, I'm spoiled. Zach does the grocery shopping, the cooking, and the dishes.
That's why he gets to golf.
That is
Yeah,
why he gets to
see?
go.
Good
There you
trade.
go.
Fair trade.
Yeah, you're saying that like I don't like appreciate or like understand. I know. Yeah, it is fair. Like we have a good balance. We know what we're.
Yeah, every couple's got their own things. Whatever works.
I don't think there's a better cook between me and Adam. I would say I like to cook a little more, and I think even Krista would admit she's a little more picky, so he can't make certain types of things. But Adam is a very good cook. My sister's also a very good cook. When she wants to like cook things,
Not when she wants, she cooks.
she does. She cooks every day.
their meals.
Yeah, she does cook every day. Yeah. Corey's a good cook.
Try to be.
Yeah. It's just like certain
Great baker.
certain
Good baker, good baker.
yeah.
The
Good
banana bread king.
That's
banana
right.
bread king. Yeah.
That's-
Did you like my banana bread? It was good, right?
Yeah, no, yours
good.
was.
it was good.
Wait, what did you did?
The cinnamon sugar
yeah,
butter.
cinnamon sugar. Yeah, that was good.
We need to take a step. How did you like? What made you decide like banana bread's going to be my thing? This is what I make. now. That's like I mean,
I never
you're
went
known
in
for it.
I never went into it saying this is what I'm going to be known
True,
for.
true.
So
you just
like,
wanted to try it out one day.
I think was it the first one I made for Mark's bachelor party?
Yeah, you brought them up in the three of them in the
yes,
tinfoil, right?
That's right.
Yeah.
So
Was that the first one though? Yeah.
I think it was the
Okay.
first one.
I was just gonna say, I feel like when you bought your house, all of a sudden you just became a baker.
Just
Well, yeah,
domesticated.
Yeah.
because when I was still home, I would cook for my parents all the time.
Yeah, I guess I'm not giving you credit because I don't know what you were doing before
Because
you.
my parents love to overcook their meats, so I had to take over there, which is
it's
such
generational.
That's yes. I think we have this
Yeah.
conversation all the time about it.
Yeah.
But
We've had it. I don't know if we've had it on the pod, but yeah, like you guys were talking about pork chops at Warney. Like my mom's a fantastic cook. Like everything she makes is so good. But like in those years, I think when I moved home right after college, she just went on a kick with pork chops and was making them like twice a week. And sorry, mom, like you overcook them all the time. I let her know that then too. And like it just ruined them for me now. Like I can't even imagine going out to a restaurant and ordering a pork chop because I'm like, it's just not worth it. Like there's so
Yeah.
many other things better. And like realistically, from a restaurant, it's probably fantastic.
Yeah.
I just like, it's a mental hurdle for me now. I'm like, I just can't get over
Well, yeah,
it.
even when I ordered the pork chop for winery or
Warney.
I was a little skeptical because I rarely ever get pork chop,
Mm-hmm.
but I was very happy I did because that was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, they actually, the FDA probably like 10 years ago, they changed their temperature like scale on pork chops because people used to think if there was any pink in it that it
Yeah.
was raw,
Like chicken.
kind of like chicken.
Yeah.
But it's not like that. Like I make pork chops every once in a while on the sous vide. I think it's like 140, I want to say. So I'll set the sous vide to like 135 and it cooks it at that. And then I'll sear it. So it'll kind of rise up to the 140. And she's even sometimes like questioning if it's okay to eat, but like it's still like juicy and it's like so good.
Every single time Zach says we're having pork chops, I'm like, oh, like probably for a similar reason you said, Corey. But then as I eat it, I'm like, well, this is really good. I almost always come around to it, but I not enough that the next time he says it, I'm still like, oh, pork chops.
I like how versatile they are. Like, as I was complaining about my mom's food in those years, I would like start kicking in. I'm like, I was like trying to do it in a subtle way so like I wasn't insulting her. I'm like, let's try it with like some peaches or some like blackberry jam with it or like the apple butter or something like just because it needed some like moisture. And so like I like that versatility. Like you really could eat it a bunch of different ways versus like a steak you don't want to dabble with too much because I don't know. I mean, I'm okay with doing that with steaks as well, but like with pork chops, it does have a lot of wiggle room.
Yeah, pork chops are more leaning towards chicken where like that's a protein that's a vehicle for flavoring where like steak has its own flavor where you want to just sear it and butter based with like garlic and herbs and like that's the best way to eat a steak. It doesn't need a sauce.
Right.
It could have it and it's good, but it doesn't need it. Where pork chops, again, it's a vehicle for more flavor.
Yeah.
So like pork and apple is like a really
It's very good.
and I think that's what
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, if you have it up, let's
yeah,
see.
it's the pork chop was sort of the crispy Brussels, mashed sweet potatoes, and a homemade apple butter.
Yeah.
So again, apple and
Dang.
pork, it goes together like lamb and tuna fish.
I actually had a bite of yours, and
It was very-
very, very good.
I was upset because the menu they rotate their menu quite a bit, and the only one they on their website, that's where I'm on now. They do have all of their things where like when it's not on the menu currently, when it's not rotated in, it says out of stock, but it's like a Yelp or whatever. Like people take screenshots. It was from like 3 months ago, and it had the scallops and the fillet and the duck, which I really wanted the duck
Too.
So I wanted the scallops, but I'm actually happy because it got me to do the pork chop.
Like you said, it forced you to try something
because
different.
I get scallops with bacon all the time. You can get it basically anywhere.
Yep.
And
Yeah. Like I said, I wanted the duck or the scallops, but they rotated the scallops off, and the seafood was the mahi on like wild rice with like pomegranate seeds and I forget what the other thing
Did
was.
somebody get that?
I did roasted
Oh, you
puree,
did, that's
butternut squash. It was very, very good. Mahi's delicious.
Yeah,
It's like it's a whitefish. Like I feel like whitefish for the most part tastes pretty similar, but
yeah, sea bass is the best.
sea bass, Chilean sea bass is the best. That's like the filet mignon of
It's so
so
good. Get it everywhere.
I ended up getting funny because we were just talking about steaks not needing anything, but they had so similar to what you were saying. Like I was eyeballing the duck on the menu before we went there, and it wasn't on when we got there. So I ended up getting a flank steak with like a blue cheese cream sauce.
I wish I
with
got
it.
that.
It was
good.
so good, and like I don't love blue cheese.
Yeah.
And it had like just enough of that tang that like blue cheese has, that like it wasn't overpowering at all. It was just like a nice like subtle extra kind of little kick on the steak.
Now, wasn't there mushrooms in that too?
I forget, honestly. But it was very, very good. Like I was like 10 out of 10, like so good.
It was flank steak, roasted fingerling potatoes, vegetable, and blue cheese cream sauce.
Yeah, oh yeah, there was the veggie was the mushrooms, and yeah, that added to it as well. Obviously, it goes well with steak. Like thoroughly enjoyed that. But I would definitely go back if they get the duck back, and I'll get French onion.
I
and
definitely
the
want to go
duck.
back because
Yeah,
I got vegetable bolognese, I think it was called. It was really good. Like a red sauce. Well, obviously bolognese, but
I have. Did you guys ever hear of force of nature. They're like, so you could buy, it's just like a meat company, I guess, that you could buy stuff from online. So they have, you could buy like venison, elk, like grass-fed, grass-finished ground beef, just like healthier meats and stuff. But they have wild boar that you could buy too. So I have like 2 packs frozen up there, and I was gonna make one of these Sundays like a wild boar ragu or bolognese or something like that.
Sounds good.
And that just reminded me. I'm like, yeah, no, I gotta make that one of these
I
times.
still have a bunch of your venison that you gave me that I
Gotta
gotta
eat it
figure.
up. I know that's the. It's awesome to have a freezer full of meat, but like sometimes you just forget
Yeah.
to like take it out a day ahead of time or whatever. Like there's so much meat in there, like the venison, but it is so good.
I think I have a piece of meat in my freezer that's been in there since I moved in. I think it's got.
It's probably bad.
I think it's bad.
There is a quick way to defrost if you forget.
Microwave.
Certainly not that.
In water.
Cold water, yeah. Make sure it's cold, because if it's warm, it'll cook.
to cook it,
But yeah, there's times where I'll forget too, and I'll go down like, so because I work from home, so it'll be like 9 a.m. I'm like, shit, I'm gonna have this for dinner, and I forgot to take it out of the freezer. I just fill a bowl of cold water and just let it sit there, and by the time I go to cook dinner, even honestly, probably by like lunchtime, it'll only take a couple hours, depending on how thick the meat is. It's ready to go, and it's
Yeah.
so.
That extra step sometimes
Yep.
gets me, but it is. I mean, I never had a chest freezer. Like I was whenever like myself or my dad got a deer for the year, like my sister has a chest freezer, and then like between my garage fridge and my dad's garage fridge, like we would just split it up between the 3, and there's usually enough room. And then Rob Sweeney actually had an extra chest freezer that he gave to me, and like so it's over there now actually, and I'm like it's the best. Like you could just fill it up, and like even when you're at the store, like if there's stuff like expiring or like reduced, I'm like I'll just grab it, throw it in there, and then like it's awesome to have to just know like there's
Little
like
bargain
70
shopper over here.
70 pounds. I am a bargain shopper.
Nothing wrong with that.
Have 70 pounds of meat just in your freezer at any time. It's the best.
Did we talk about all the entrees?
We went through the entrees. I have to piss real bad.
I actually do too. So
All right, we're back.
After a brief
I
intermission.
don't think anyone else would know that we were taking a break.
A brief
no, they
intermission
would
and
know.
a couple skadages later.
I forgot to ask the viewers.
Hit
Leave
the
a
like
comment on the
button.
video.
Subscribe, like.
I
subscribe.
always get made fun of for this. When I make my banana bread,
Oh boy.
I put walnuts and chocolate chips in. And everyone says walnuts do not go in banana bread.
I agree.
Please leave a comment.
Walnuts or no walnuts?
I don't
Walnuts
think,
or no
I don't
walnuts?
think it's crazy that you put walnuts in.
No,
but I
like-
personally don't like nuts mixed into things. Like I don't
I,
like a
I
crunch.
get it for some people, but like I was just telling Zach, it's just that extra texture.
Yeah, I don't like a hard crunch.
And it's not an
mixed into
overbearing
anything.
nut.
What if you, I think I've seen it where, so say you make the loaf, right? Mm-hmm. Put whether chocolate chips or not. And then on top, you just put like 4 walnuts like resting on top. So you could probably get like 4 or 5 cuts out of it without a walnut. And then there's like 3 in the middle that
No.
get a walnut.
No.
You can't please everybody.
No.
You taking that stance?
That's why I do multiple loaves.
Okay.
that's fair. It's a lot of bananas. But I make pumpkin bread. It's essentially the same ingredients, but it's with pumpkin puree instead of bananas, and that calls for chocolate chips and pumpkin seeds. So it's essentially the same thing as the walnuts, where it's just like
concept, yeah.
a little added crunch
Yeah.
in it. So yeah, I don't disagree. But if I had to choose, I would go no nuts.
I just get made fun of all the time for doing it. So
You get made fun of everything because
it's me.
it's also because like just look who
Yeah.
your friends are. They
Yeah,
make fun of
that-
everybody. Well, like they shouldn't say that. They make fun of all of our friends.
Yeah.
That is true.
Make fun is the wrong term. We rib on people. That's just like
Yeah.
who we are. Yeah, it's just
And it's not like you talk like to one person when we do rip on each other. We do it so everyone could hear it.
Yeah.
It's-
I feel like I'm as out of the girls, I'm probably the girl that gets picked on.
I don't
you do
see
some
that.
you do some squirrely things though. So
I feel like it's always.
you're also very accepting.
Yeah, I'm my sister would like to say, which Zach will probably disagree with, that the Lofti are easy targets and good sports. Generally speaking, we can take getting made fun of.
I think the easiest target in the
got it.
world is the one that's right upstairs.
Chris.
Oh, she gets it, yeah.
I feel like I get made fun of. Maybe not made fun of is the right way, but like Kelly and Mike, they'll be like, "It's chicken." Just my voice is apparently quotable.
Marguerite.
Yeah, you have a lot of little bits. Well, it's because to your point, it's because of the guys.
It's mostly because of Kelly. I feel like
Yeah.
Kelly likes to latch onto something weird I said, and then
Oh
it's
yeah,
a thing.
Kelly's the king of like making nicknames or like having little like things like he never. Every time he sees Krista, and I don't even know why, it's always like, like they're always like,
Every time he sees me, he goes,
yeah.
And
He's got little things with everybody.
Well,
And
yeah.
every time he sees-
me, he goes like this.
Yeah, and every time he sees Liv, Zippe, he dabs. Every single time he sees her.
He's
Now
got
that we
his
talk,
little-
I never picked up on that. Really, he does do that.
Cause like, and he always had things like in high school, it was boom boom feathers. Like there's always like, there's always like little like.
I'm almost positive
subplots.
I still call him Boom Boom.
You do.
And
You're
he's-
probably the only one.
And he still calls you Cozy, right? Cozy.
Yeah, cozy.
We didn't get to the
We got to
desserts.
do the desserts.
Oh, just
Yes.
I forgot about that.
I got a little mousse.
It did look good.
Chocolate mousse was good. It was really rich.
So what? They just coated mousse in chocolate and they broke off a little piece.
Dipped them right in there.
Yeah,
Delicious.
probably. But I can't eat my own kind, so I can't do that.
Krista
Can neither
dared
confirm nor
me,
deny.
and by dare, she just said, "Go do it." She wanted Liz to do it, but Liz wouldn't do it because it would be way funnier coming from Liz to whisper in Moose's ear, "I got mousse for dessert." So I did it, but of course, then Robbie heard it first. So Robbie's like, "Tara, you're married."
Is that rough for your feathers? Zach?
No, not at all. You can have her,
I
Moose.
was just gonna say he's probably like, "Please take her."
I got the cinnamon creme brulee, and
So did I. It was phenomenal.
It was outstanding. Creme brulee is my favorite dessert. If
Yes.
I'm out, like I don't make it, but if I'm out at a restaurant and I see creme brulee, that's the one thing I always go to.
I think it's between that and tiramisu.
Yeah,
Tiramisu's good.
Yeah.
They didn't have that, right?
They did not have that. No.
no, they didn't. But the cinnamon creme brulee tasted like cinnamon toast crunch.
It was awesome.
outstanding. It was so good.
Yeah, I never had creme brulee with. It was just always plain.
Yeah,
and
like,
that was
yeah,
the first
With
time.
the cinnamon.
Yeah,
It was phenomenal.
I know.
You tried mine, right?
Yeah, it was so good.
Corey looked over at me at one point. He goes, "Are you enjoying that?" Because I must have made a noise or something.
Oh, you were moaning and groaning. Or you going? Every bite was.
I'm like,
he's going, I'm like,
it was good.
Jesus Christ.
I didn't even know I was doing it.
I thought something was gonna happen.
What did you get?
I got the panna cotta.
Oh yeah, that
Yeah.
was good. I tried some.
was-
of yours.
it was very
Kelly
good.
got that too.
I was in between that because I never had that before, so that's why I was gonna try it.
I don't know how to describe it. Honestly.
It looks like a Jello with like fruit, but I don't know. Maybe it's a vanilla.
So
Jared
it's
get that
it's
too?
vanilla. I would say it's vanilla based. It has like one half the texture of like Jello, so it's like gelatiny a little.
Okay.
So it stays together that way, but it's dairy based. I don't know how to describe
Yeah.
it, but it was good. I will
Google
like
it.
the creme brulee was unreal, and I really never get creme brulee. Not that I did. I just never order it, and then when I had a bite, I was like, yeah. I
should've
love
got
cinnamon
that.
toast crunch though. Yeah.
I do too. That makes me realize that I don't eat cereal enough either.
Oh,
I don't like creme brulee. Zach loves it, so I've tried it a handful of times. I keep wanting to like it, but I don't.
why? What?
I don't know. It's the texture. I have
texture
texture
up top.
issues.
What?
You don't
just
like the
sugar?
crunch?
I don't. Yeah, I don't know. The crunch. I don't like a crunch. I'm learning that because I don't like nuts and
like a-
things. I hate the pumpkin seeds in Zach's pumpkin bread.
Do you like like things when they're crunchy on their own?
Like
Trying
a
to-
chip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going from
You don't
creme
like-
brulee sugar to potato chip.
Salty sweet.
It's very
Some
similar.
things should be crunchy, like a chicken cutlet. I
was-
love a crunch, but
Oh yeah. When there's crunch like on the edges, like same with
Zach
smash
and I have a
burgers and-
video of
Still
us
never had a
taking a
smash
bite
burger.
out of one of his cutlets. It is the sexiest noise of all time.
We need
ASMR.
Yes.
I wish next time we're
We
on
could
this,
let- we could
Zach
let you
should-
have the video.
Zach
We
should
could put
make
it in.
one, and we should ASMR into the video.
Well,
yeah.
we should do a
Taking a
mukbang video.
Tap the milk and then run the knife over the cutlet.
I could send you the video. I don't know if you want to put it in or not, but yeah,
Definitely
this
going in.
wasn't. These weren't Italian chicken cutlets. They weren't like with the Italian breadcrumbs. Like it was panko. I made a katsu, so it was like Asian.
Panko's the only way.
I was gonna say panko is more. It gives it more of that crunch,
I
right?
disagree. I agree and disagree. For like Italian chicken cutlets, like we grew up on, I don't think it should be panko. I think it should be a mix. I do a mix.
Yeah.
But like, have you ever had katsu? Like pork katsu, chicken katsu, like from Asian restaurant? That's just panko. Like it's a Japanese cutlet.
Yeah.
And that's what I did. Katsu is like a Japanese barbecue sauce. And yeah, so crispy. It was I guess, sexy the way Tara described it. Yeah, but it was very good.
If I react in any way to Zach's cooking, he gets so excited. But
It's the best feeling.
it is pretty easy. Like, I genuinely do mean it. I'm not like just doing it because I know he likes it. But like when I eat something like that, I feel like that's how you get the most rise out of me. I'm like, this is.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest perks about cooking. And Tara's that way. She's wanted to perfect a chocolate chip cookie, and I say she damn near did. And
she did.
Like whenever
It's
there's an
very good.
event,
It's very good.
Whenever there's an event, she's like, "Ooh, should I make cookies?" And I'm like, "Tara, yeah, like now you know where I'm coming from. Like you know that all."
I love hearing how everyone loves them. It's like
Yeah,
the best feeling ever.
it
I'm
is.
like,
It's
this
the
makes
best.
sense why you like to cook so much.
Well, I think it's funny because every time you do make it, and whatever party we do have,
Always.
everyone's like, "Is it the perfect cookie?" And like everyone's just eating it.
Another
It's-
bit.
It's just so good.
Somehow this bit started with Kelly, of
Well,
course.
yes.
And I don't know how we got there, but at some point we had talk of maybe doing a PowerPoint party, which makes really no sense, but would still be really fun.
Yeah.
And I was going to do how like the journey to the perfect chocolate chip cookie was going to be my PowerPoint. And I was going to just keep
We
pulling
should do
Kelly.
this. We should do this. This would be so funny.
Yeah, it's a good idea.
It's
isn't
a
it?
great
Like,
idea.
Like Mark has talked about it. Mark would do like the history
know
of
what
Wags, which is no one loves Wags more than Mark. It's
True.
genuinely.
We should do it as for our crockpot party. Do the
That's a
crockpot
good
party
idea.
and then do the presentation.
That's a really good idea.
I like
So
that.
now it's a running bit where Kelly, even though we think, Zach and I think that I did perfect the chocolate chip cookie, that Kelly be like, I don't know, I gotta keep trying.
Just keep them coming.
Can we go back to Warney for a second?
Yeah, go.
Yes.
We did not discuss the sides, and the owner that you were talking to, he did say he was there was like Hasselback potato, mac and cheese, things like
yeah,
that.
I
But
did get
he
it.
said he called it the Superstar. It was a Swiss chard gratin. So like think of like a cream spinach almost, like like the soft Swiss chard with like a cheese sauce and topped with breadcrumbs, so it had a little bit of crunch in it. So I got it, even though like mine came with rice and the puree and everything. I didn't need a side, but I'm like, if you call it the Superstar, I'm gonna order it.
Yeah.
It was a superstar. It was awesome. It was unbelievable. There were leeks in it, and go ahead.
I didn't try it, but it came in the cutest container I've ever seen. It
Oh,
was
yeah,
on
that-
it was like a little, I don't know, it was like cast iron
was.
dish in like a wooden tray. With
I will
like
say everything that
a
they
cutout for it,
presented
yeah.
looked awesome.
I love
Like,
little things, and it was so cute.
Eyes eat first.
That's literally what I was gonna say. Eyes eat first. That's a very, very important part of your meal.
It's real.
Presentation is honestly almost more important than taste, because if you go into it with a nice presentation, you're gonna think it's gonna taste better because it looks pretty.
It's like the nostalgia.
Nostalgia adds flavor, and so does presentation.
I don't think we talked about this before. Like the amount of wine our table had
Yeah.
was.
I had a Coca-Cola. That's all. All the girls were just slugging soda.
I think we went through
We were on
7 bottles of wine,
We were on the Grigio.
We
And-
ran them dry.
and every single time the
Or we should not be called like FFF. It should be like the Pinot Grigio Club or something. Because every time we run every restaurant out of Pinot Grigio.
and you know how like at fancy restaurants, like for the first sip, you try it and they ask you if you like it or not. They did it to you the first time. Then they went to Prile, and Prile literally he's just drinking. And he goes, "That's good." And as she's walking away, we'll be like, "I don't know, that's what you're supposed to do." And he ended up talking to her. He goes, "Just so you know, when you do that, I don't know what I'm just drinking the drink." And she goes, "Oh, that's okay." And
We were all debating about getting different wines or different drinks, and then we're
Well,
like,
we-
well,
I got red wine. You guys all drink.
these 4 guys are going to be on Grigio, so like, let's just get the Grigio.
Everybody's got to grease it up.
Grease it up.
Yeah, and I think it was 5 bottles. I think we had. But yeah, I remember when she brought the last one out. She goes, "Just to let you guys know, this is the last Pinot Grigio we have." We're like, "All right, we did it again." Success.
Jared actually had a glass of red wine too, and it was very, very good. I don't know why we all tried it, but like he had one sip and he's
I
like,
didn't
"Oh
even know
my
you
god,
guys did
this
that."
is unbelievable." And then Mark makes wine, so then he had a sip, and when he reacted the way he did, he's like, "That might be the best wine I ever had." So I think that's kind of how it happened. So then like we all ended up trying
Everyone
it.
just had one sip,
Yeah,
and then it was gone.
yeah, and it was gone, and it was unbelievable. I literally wrote it, or Mark took a picture.
Yeah.
I had him send it to me. Like I already sent it to my dad. I'm like, we got to find a bottle.
Kelly ended up getting a glass as well of it later on.
did he?
Yeah, and he said it was outstanding. And I actually asked Mark last night if he's found it, and he said no. Like Liz and I have been looking it up. He's like, they do sell it at like the fine wine and spirits, but not around here. He's like the closest one is like Delaware or something. Damn. But he's like, I gotta get it.
There's a way to get it now.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And I will say that too about.
We will.
Obviously, it's a wine bar, but like their selection of wine, like I don't know a whole lot about wine, but like they definitely seem to know what they're doing there, and it's a very wide selection of wine. So if you're into wine at all, it's a very
As
good
long as
stop
it's
for
red, dry, that's my wine.
Yeah. So
That's all I care about.
I do think that we've kind of hit every nail on the head when it comes to Warney. So like to close it out, I would say it's 1,000% a place you should check out. If it's like you want to go with your husband or your wife or like even your family.
Great for an occasion,
Or
probably.
if you want to go with 15 of your closest friends.
Yeah.
Round them
I'll
up.
say, because after we went, I told my coworker about it. He goes, yeah, I've been thinking about it ever since I went there the first time. He goes, I'm probably going to take my fiance there for Valentine's Day. I'm like,
It's a great Valentine's Day pick.
that's a great place.
Yeah, and it wasn't overly expensive. I think it was the most expensive bill we've had because
No.
it was.
I thought we were close to 2,000 the one time.
No,
Because I remember paying over, we did have 16.
So that's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
So
Per person, yeah.
Per person it was. I feel like it was.
right, there have been other places that were more expensive, but there weren't as many of us, so it didn't come out to the highest bill. But this bill was the biggest we've ever had. But again, it wasn't.
No, yeah.
And you guys also had like 5 or 6 bottles of wine. So that.
Yeah.
Right.
And it was good wine. It's
So
not-
we not only did we did appetizers and a soup or a salad and a meal and a side and dessert and all the wine. So like really, like the prices like a la carte weren't bad as a standalone. Like if you just went there and got a bowl of soup and an entree, like which would be more than enough food. Like the serving sizes were
Like a
were
glass of
nice.
wine or something.
Yeah,
I
like
think the
you're
most-
you're at $50, $50 or $60
Yeah,
bucks.
I think the most expensive entree on there was like $33.
Yeah, which
Yeah,
is
it was-
normal
So it's
these
not
days. Yeah.
like it's
It
nothing
really wasn't
outrageous.
bad at
It
all.
wa-
we did
and-
it to ourselves.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
and the bottles,
100%,
the
yeah.
bottles of wine were the Pinot was $50 a bottle, so we got again 5 or 6 of them, so
Yeah.
that's $300 right
Yeah.
there. And I think it was 93 a person.
93 a
again
person,
with
yeah.
all of that, all
Right.
of the apps, all
Which-
the soups, all like
That's what a date night
I
is
think
now.
anything
Yeah,
under
and
$100
that's
if
around
you're
here.
doing it, I think that's
yeah,
fine.
yeah.
Like,
I definitely
especially
think,
when it's worth it. Like
Yeah.
I don't even think twice. Like
Yeah, I
it
would
was
go back
awesome.
there again.
Yeah,
was
it's nice that we
delicious.
have that too because I feel like I was comparing it, and I don't necessarily think the refinery in Pittston is. I don't know if it would be considered fine dining, but like maybe there's like a half notch down. But I feel like that's like kind of the hot spot down that way now. And like we didn't have like we have a bunch of nice options now. I actually like how you were saying earlier, like it didn't feel like it's in Scranton. I feel like that's still a valid claim, but I do feel like Scranton, like there's a lot of things
There's a
on
lot
the
of-
up and up in
Yeah.
Scranton with like Pachoki's and Barpazzo and like even Mutant Brewing, like all that stuff is right there. And like there's a ton of nice, good options. And then everything on Penn Ave too. AV, the 16th Ward, like even Fork and Bowl, like which is like a whole different category. But like I do
Downtown
feel
Deli.
like Scranton is, and then like what's it called, Atera, and like whatever. There's a bunch of restaurants in Scranton. Like I feel like it is turning around for the better, with a lot of good options. So, but what I was saying was like that, like so like I feel like Atera now and now Warney, they're like 2 good options. Like when you want that elevated dining experience for an occasion, or you wanted to just get dressed up that night and go out, or a date night or whatever. It's nice to have that because the refinery is very hard to get into in Pittston, and it's justifiably so. It's excellent, but it's nice to have 2 in Scranton now.
yeah. When we were talking about Warney, talking about fine dining, we have a bit where if it's a place where we're questioning it, someone, usually you, will put in our
Yeah.
group, not the big FFF group, just like the guys group, be like, hat or no? And
That-
if it's no, you know it's fine dining.
Yeah.
And this was a no. We're like,
That
no,
is true.
definitely not a hat place.
Yeah. It was that's usually the determinant.
as you can see in this video, all 3 of us are wearing hats.
Yeah.
It's a bad day when all the boys can't wear their hats.
It is sad.
Zach has an alarming amount of hats.
Oh.
I'm sure you all do. It is unbelievable, and he's like
It's
cleaned them out several times throughout our relationship. So it's not like
I
he's
have
like hoarding them.
hats
Like
that I had since I was probably in 4th grade.
no, Zach doesn't even have that. Like he really has cleaned them out, but he has the most hats I've ever seen.
It's,
Like, remember
it's,
the-
it's hard too
the
because
original?
like some of them get better with age. It's like once you have it for 15 years, it's like, oh, it's even cooler.
The way it
now.
fits your head too,
Yeah.
and like, and it becomes back in style. I was gonna say this. when we were waiting for our precious boy Moose because he slept in. We were
Which is
upstairs.
so
shooting
out of character
Yeah,
for him.
just the three of us and Rebar were upstairs just shooting the shit. And I was going to comment on your hat, but I figured I'd save it for the pod. No, not that hat. Your hat.
Great hat.
Want it. It's
He
awesome.
wants it.
I'm 100% on a mission to do more two-tone hats.
Where'd
this
you
year.
get that?
This company, Poncho. It sounds like you're like setting me up for a sponsor ad.
Well, Pancho, if you do want to sponsor him, he would greatly appreciate
Like,
it.
I'm going to order that on the way home. Like, I love that hat.
They have a bunch of good ones.
Yeah.
So
Another hat. Thank you.
yeah.
Well, also you having a brand that just constantly is bringing out new hats, and he's
tough.
constantly buying said hats.
So, yeah. So, Sir, this is his fault.
Yeah.
I probably have 35 to 40% of my hats are local hats.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
a problem.
Yeah.
My closet's, and because then like the nostalgic part of me is like, I want to have these because like, not that I don't need one of every hat I ever made, but like the ones I liked a little bit more than the others, I want to have like a full collection. So as you could imagine, like 8 years in, that becomes a problem. My closet's a disaster with hats.
And like the hat I'm wearing now, I have the Muni hat on, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like we go on our golf trip every year to South Carolina, and it's like I want some piece of something from the clubhouse to like to remember the courses we played. I do get the ball markers. That's usually what I get. They're like $3, and like I have like 50 of them in my bag, but I don't want to buy a shirt because they're like $100, and the rounds we're playing are like 110 much there. But like a hat's like $30. So if I like the hat, we play 4 rounds a year. We play different courses. So like I'm coming home. I go to South Carolina with probably 10 hats, and I come home with like 15.
Oh, I know. When I go through the airports between Krista and then there's random people, like I always have them. I have a carabiner on my backpack, so I just clip them all in there, and there's always at least 5. Like I could be going on a long weekend trip, and I have like 5 or 6 hats. I'm like, just gotta have options.
You gotta have options. It's the
depending
same
on-
with girls with clothes. Like they
It's our accessory.
Is this before or after you get patted down for the knife check?
Dude, how about when
Don't say there's another one.
we were just
you know about this?
so like 3 different times I got stopped at the airport for having a pocket knife in my backpack.
And he goes, "Oh, I don't know how it got there."
Well, I forget sometimes to take them out. Whatever. Long story. Like we were going on our honeymoon to Italy, and I had one in there, but this one was Krista's fault. It's a long story, but it ended up in my backpack, and it shouldn't have been. But I wanted to have one while we were over there, so I went all the way back through security, through like check-in again. So I had to recheck it back just so I could keep this knife because it was like my good one. Anyway, long story short, we were just coming back from Georgia, and we go through the line, and the lady's like, "Oh, like, is this your bag?" Whatever. Pulls me over on the side. She's going through, and I'm just standing there, and she's not really saying anything. She's like, "There's definitely a knife in there," and I'm like, "Not again." And she's like, looks at me like, "What do you mean?" I'm like, "Well, this is weird actually, because I already went through security and I didn't add a knife, and we already got to Florida."
Yeah.
And so she's like going through it, and she's like, "Yeah, it's flagging a knife on the bottom," and it ended up being nothing. I'm like, I'm like, it was a very real possibility.
I say
Oops,
definitely
I did
over
it again.
50% chance. Yes.
Yeah, I got to stop that.
You
But
just pat yourself down and
yeah,
bag your own bag.
I do. But
Check it.
anyway, yeah, hats are the accessories for guys, and there's always at least 5 or 6 on the bag going through.
Yeah, I mean, you could have a worse habit. That's fine.
But yeah, this hat. So Poncho, they started like, they kind of like, in my opinion, just perfected button-down shirts. So they have a bunch of like ultralight ones, which is like bigger down south, like with like coastal fishing, but they wanted to have the long sleeves. But then they started with like, it's like stretchy denim in a shirt, and they have flannels and stuff too. I bought one, and I bought one for my dad for Father's Day. So I got the free hat if you bought 2 shirts. Dude, the shirts are fucking awesome.
Yeah.
They're
So I'm just gonna go
perfect.
Poncho.
Yeah,
Their website's pretty cool.
I want out now, but now like I never liked this style hat, but now since I got this one, I'm like, I definitely got to make.
Yeah, they're
two-tone
in.
hats. So this spring summer 2-tone.
Yeah, I have the red locals one that you have, the
Yeah.
locals only ranch.
Yeah.
Because you made what, red, green, and black.
Yeah.
But I have
And camo, yeah.
I have a red, or I'm sorry, I have a black and I have a green 2-tone like that. So when I got yours, I got the red.
I like that this isn't the high crown.
It's
like
not.
those.
Yeah, that's why I
it's
like it
more
that much.
See,
relaxed,
I don't know. I like the high crown too.
Yeah.
I think it just fits me more better.
I do too. Certain people don't.
better.
Like I know Pryl and Mark, like they're like very adamant against it. Like they're only like dad hats only. Where I like the higher profile hats.
Like the
Switch it up.
Jessup one. I love that Jessup one.
Yeah.
I like that kind of hat, but I need the low one because my head's so small. So
I know that's the other thing
you can
too.
find
like,
the
a lot of
not
the time,
high
like,
one,
to
I would
make
totally
them
buy that.
unisex, like because like I do feel like depending on the scenario, like girls wear like these two-tone hats got popular with girls, and the those high crown ones are sometimes too big on girls, but
You should get one that says sourdough girlies. Inside joke. Inside joke.
if you know, you know.
You actually read that text message? That's
Wow.
shocking.
Oh yeah, I couldn't miss that.
Okay, yeah. How could you miss that? You miss everything.
Every
else.
other text.
That's
too,
not true.
Too busy.
Yesterday,
group chat.
Yesterday, Tara's out with her mom, and Ezra's upstairs napping. So I'm just like sitting on the couch watching YouTube by myself, and bzz, 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 Moose is calling me. I'm like, okay. We're on the phone for 12 minutes,
Well,
booking his flight step by step, booking his flight to South Carolina, holding
I
his
want to
hand.
make sure we're on the same flight. Like, not a
All you
bad
need is
thing.
the flight number.
I texted that to him on Sunday, last Sunday, when we confirmed that you were
Moose
gone.
and airports don't go
But
good together.
I flew once by myself, and I hated every second of it.
Anyway, I was going somewhere with this, and now I forgot. So, yeah, but what were we talking about before that? With
Sourdough.
Sourdough.
girlies.
Oh yeah. So when we're on the phone, I'm like, Moose, what are you doing today? He's like, oh, I don't know. I'm like, oh, well, we're going to Mike's to hit balls because Mike has a carport at his house, and he he made a golf simulator in there, and it's sick.
Yeah, we actually got to drop in a video of it. It's so
Yeah,
sick.
so we went yesterday. He's been hitting balls in there for weeks, but we finally went. The boys went before the Bills-Broncos game to hit balls. And I'm like, oh, we're going to Mike's to hit balls, and then we're going to walk over to the tower and watch the games. He goes, oh, is that what the plan is? I said, Moose, it's in the group chat. Like, you are in it. And he goes, you know it.
Also, this happens every week.
It's insane.
Where like he acts like there's been no communication. Nobody knows the plan.
No.
Yeah.
What do you mean, no? Yes.
I don't act like I wasn't invited.
Okay,
but
yeah, you're right. That's fair. That's fair.
I just,
Out of the loop.
between all these
Very-
group texts that we're in, there's probably about 15 of them. My phone says I have like 400 messages.
Not true.
Fact. Between fantasy football and everything.
behind on them, I feel like
It-
that could be. Because
Well, that's the thing, 'cause I
once
don't-
the group chat pops off, sometimes I will be like in a meeting at work, and for some reason somebody
messages.
started the chat up, and I'm like 72 text messages later, and what were they even talking about? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's just like 9 people hearting the
Yeah.
message.
So, like, I'm not going to go in and read 100 messages. Sometimes I do, but then it just takes too long. But,
But you understand what.
it's on me. I get it.
Well, no, not even that. Like, everyone in today's day and age has a problem being on their phone too much. But there's not a single person on planet Earth that's on their phone more than you.
Yeah.
That's not true.
That is true.
No.
We're-
I yelled at you at dinner last Friday because we're sitting there and I'm like, Moose, you're
Well,
with
I was trying to
all
te-
of your friends, and he goes, I was trying to check in because he has a bit where he checks
I
in on
check in,
Facebook.
I check-
Safe at the
and
Warney.
Liz's name wasn't showing up, and I'm like trying to type it out word for word.
Because I didn't get a text.
It was
I got yelled at, so I stopped.
we yell at him a lot about that. It drives me insane. Like you spent 15 minutes trying to check in on
'Cause
Facebook
I was
rather than
literally-
sitting there with your friends and enjoying the night.
It's crazy.
I enjoyed the night,
Yeah,
was
but
good.
I know, but
but I was trying to do the bit that I always do. That's
Yeah.
the thing.
but then like you're watching the game cast of the Indiana-Oregon game. They're up 35-7 in the second quarter, and you're just sitting there watching play-by-play, and the game cast. We're like, Moose,
No, I
A,
just-
this game's over, and B, just talk to us.
I literally just put the score on and I put it down on the table. It wasn't like I was watching it.
the point is you're on your phone a lot. So for you to not be reading the messages
Correct.
while you're on your phone that much is the irony of it.
And it's just him sending me TikToks and me sending him TikToks back and forth. Where
Yes.
it's,
And neither one of you are watching them. You're just sending them to each
I
other.
don't watch them.
I
I
never watched
just-
something somebody sends.
Oh, one thing I wanted to hit. So we covered it on the previous FF pod. What were your guys' previous FF picks? Just so we'll give them a little quick shout out. And then
So since I started this group
Unreal.
and I got bullied into saying this is my first pick when it really wasn't.
I think it was just a fact, right?
wait, I need to preface it. So when we started this group, it was like I don't know, I'm making it up, say October, November. It's like, hey, like in the winter, like when there's less going on, like let's start a group and we go out to dinner the first Friday of every month. And it's like, even if we have to travel, like let's just do it so we could try new
45
spots.
minute.
was our limit drive. So we're like, let's do it so we could just try new spots. It gets us all together in the winter when things slow down. And like the whole premise was like try new restaurants, like explore like outside of the norm.
Yes. But
So Moose picks.
when we were talking about it, we said like just for the first one, let's just do like Kabuki in Peckville, obviously.
the group
Which
picked it.
it literally couldn't be closer to like
So
my house, your house,
Yes.
and Kelly's house.
And
So-
also, everyone's had it.
Yeah, yes,
Yes.
many times.
but also someone did pick Rossi, so I
Somebody.
Yeah, somebody, not mentioning any names.
Yeah, Zach and I were not a part of the OG FFF.
you're-
yeah.
We were in Philly.
Was that your only pick?
My only
Besides, how many times did you pick? 2?
3.
What was your other pick?
I picked the Nixon Clarkson.
Oh, that's right.
But what did you try to pick first?
Oh, Camelot.
And then what did you try to pick second?
Oh, Pizza Perfect.
Yes. So for those listening at home, most people get it on their first choice.
Yeah, and-
Moose has went from Camelot to Pizza Perfect and then settled on the Knicks, and then this time went Native and then settled on Warney. So he is 2 for 5.
Yeah. So with the Camelot, it was during graduation season, and when I tried to do reservations, they said, "Yeah, we can't do it. We're already booked out." So
Camelot's a good spot. We ended up there.
like a month or two later.
yeah. We
Zip
might have been
picked
there
it.
twice.
No, I don't. There's
No?
only I think.
Yeah, Zippe did pick there. And
Yeah.
it was,
Yeah.
I don't know if it may not have been winter, but it was not great weather. So I know we were inside.
Yeah. I
Did we
remember
do
being
anything
inside,
twice?
Because their patio's nice.
Yeah.
No, I don't think so.
I only got picked once. No big deal.
Well, I was gonna pick you.
This time?
Yeah.
Moose.
But then Zach bullied me.
That's okay. Pup's a great pick. Pup hasn't picked in a long time. either.
That's what he
Yeah.
said. So
All the girls, really. None of us have picked much. I think Olivia Zippe may have picked more than once, but every other girl.
Zach was like, "You have to
Hasn't.
pick a girl. You have to."
I picked Pachoki's before they were cool.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we were at the OG Pachoki's.
OG Pachoki's, Stefano, he's the best.
that was that
Owner
was a
and
good
chef.
pick.
OG Pachoki sounds like its own name.
Yeah, OG Pachoki. Sounds like a guy.
Zach, what did you pick?
Well, we went through it on the
Yeah,
last
we went through it
pod.
in the last one. First was
Pachoki's was great.
Coloruso's Coal Fire,
Oh yeah,
and then I picked Sabatini's, which I want to get back to so bad.
that's the one that was over in Pittston, right?
That is in Pittston.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Exeter.
the pizza place.
Yeah. Yeah. And then
that.
AV. But when
We've been on an absolute tear with picks. Like,
Yes.
honestly, there's only been like 1 or 2 places that was just like it was fine.
Mm-hmm.
Like every other place has been like awesome.
it truly is like the best idea we've ever had as a friend group, because we kind of just get
You're
stuck in our
welcome.
ways, and if we're going out, we would just go to like the same places, where it's like now we're just trying every new place, which like I think like last time Pup picked a couple years ago, she picked Old Brook Inn, which like most people have been there, but you don't frequent it. And
Yeah.
but like Warney, I've never been there, and Anthony's, which we couldn't go. Tara and I couldn't go to, but Zip picked. Everyone loved it. You said it was like the best steak you've ever had. So yeah, just like trying different places. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like too, like as a big group, when you go, you can share or try so many more
Yeah.
options. Like if Zach and I just go, I'm a creature of habit, so I'll get pretty much the same meal everywhere I go. Zach usually gets something different, then I could try one thing. Versus when you go with 16 people, you can kind
Yeah.
of try a whole bunch.
You guys are the only ones on camera right now, so you guys wrap it up.
So as the only recurring guests, the Korczewskis, me my 3rd time, Tara her 2nd time. That's correct, right?
Yeah.
Warney Cellar and Tap. Make sure you go try it out. And yeah, this is another episode of the Locals Only podcast.
See you next month.
See you next month for our
Bye-bye.
next FFF
We
pick.
need like a jingle.
We do need a
Yeah,
jingle.
jingle.
Do we know
Do we
anybody?
know any like
If you're musically inclined,
Yeah,
anyone who knows how to score?
yeah, that would be awesome.
it would be cool.
And I feel like honestly,
We have
like
one musically inclined friend in our group.
we actually
Moose can sing.
don't
I can sing.
do it now.
Let's run it back.
Our
a
mics
third time.
our videos are
Many
off, but our
mumbling
mics are still on.
Many mumbling mice are making midnight music in the moonlight. Mighty nice.
If that's the intro song to the podcast. Jesus Christ. All right. Thanks for coming, guys.
Thanks. Shout out.